Hello everyone, this is Paukshte Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. I also want to remind you that some of my video courses are already available. Buy them if you haven't done it yet. I would really appreciate your support. Today we'll start working on an Yves Saint Laurent-style dress. I've been to Paris recently and visited his museum. I was inspired by his works and the designs he created. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I've decided to introduce some of the designs to you. Let's have a look at the magazine. I brought it from Paris. I want to show you a dress. Here it is. Have a close look at it. The round neckline is edged with a black detail. The neckline is pretty tight, but I'll make it a bit deeper. I will make a dress of this design, but I'll adjust it to my measurements. There's also a black insert in between the bodice and the sleeves. The edges of the sleeves and the bottom of the dress are also black. The dress is shift. It's neither fitted nor loose. The dress is historical. This design was created in 1967. I would like to make several dresses of Yves Saint Laurent style. I can put the magazine aside. I have a sketch of this dress. Have a look at it. I'd like to make the neckline a bit deeper. I'll also insert a placket in it, just like in the original dress. I also want to make the sleeves slightly puffed. They will be raised for about 2 centimeters. These tiny details will make the dress look very modern. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm sure that a dress of such design will fit well any figure. As for the women of big sizes, the upper part would look not so huge due to the combination of colors. You'll see it when I try the dress on. It will also fit the slim women well. Let's start working on the pattern. This is my basic pattern. The front, the back and the sleeve. There will be 3/4 sleeves in the dress. It's my favorite length. I can't bear long sleeves. The dress will be decorated with colored inserts on the sleeve bottom, the neckline, between the bodice and the sleeves, and at the bottom of the dress. The dress is going to be slightly loose. I can move the sleeve pattern aside. I'll be working with the bodice first. Have a look at the modeling fabrics. Green and yellow. Green for the dress and yellow for the inserts. Have a look at the pattern. These are the front and the back. First, I need to draw a side seam. I'm not going to make a dress close-fitting up from the waistline. It will be straight. Watch the way I'm drawing the line. The pattern is slightly tighter at the waist. I shouldn't change that. When I cut the pattern, I'll show you the details. I also want to make the dress slightly tighter at the bottom. I'll make both the front and the back about 1.5 centimeters tighter. Have a close look here. My pattern is slightly tighter here because my bust is bigger than my hips. Your patterns might look different. Pay attention to the peculiarities of your own bodies and make the patterns according to them. I've decided to make the dress a bit tighter at the bottom. You can make it straight. I'm cutting the pattern, and you can see how the dress is going to look like. As I've said, your dresses might look different. The length of my dress is 105 centimeters. This is my favorite length. From the shoulder top to the bottom, 105 centimeters. You can see that the dress was made slightly tighter at the bottom. I also remind you that my hips are smaller than the bust. This is why my pattern looks this way. You can make inseam pockets here if you want. Next, I need to move the opening of the chest dart to the side seam. I'll make the dart slightly biased. You can make it horizontal if you want to. I'll show you how to make a pattern for this dress in detail. The more dresses I show you, the more ways to be different and beautiful you have. I don't change anything, I just move the opening of the chest dart. Let's have a look at the neckline next. When the necklines are ready, we'll have a look at the armholes. You should follow the order of actions. Do everything just like I show you. Do not forget to cut an extra piece from the shoulder after moving the opening of the chest dart. This is a must. The shoulder should be beautiful. Do not forget to do it. This is where the opening of the chest dart is now. This is how the side seam looks like. Next, I need to move an opening of the shoulder dart to the back neckline. When I move the opening, I'll check if the shoulders are even. This is where the opening of the dart is now. I remind you that shoulder darts make these parts fit us perfectly. I recommend you making shoulder darts. Do not ignore them. Next, we need to join the shoulders to see if they're even. Have a look at them. There's something to be changed here. I'll cut about 3 millimeters here. This tiny piece does make the difference. Be very attentive. Let's have a look at the shoulders once again. Perfect. Next, I want to make the shoulders about 3 centimeters tighter. Be very attentive, please. I'm going to cut a part of the shoulder dart. It's okay. By cutting these details, I'm not only making the shoulders tighter, but also the necklines deeper. Let's have a look at the shoulders once again. They match. Let's continue working with the pattern. What should we do next? I want to raise the shoulder top for about 2.5 centimeters. These are not semi-raglan sleeves. These are regular sleeves with the raised shoulder tops. Next, I need to draw beautiful smooth lines here. Watch the way I'm doing it. Do not make them round. The line should be smooth. Start drawing from these points and go up to the shoulders. I've already showed you how to mix the shoulders a lot of times. This is the front and this is the back. I'm going to cut these details. This is how the shoulders are going to look like. There will be a decorative placket attached here. I'll draw it later. The first detail is cut. This is the front. The front and the back are ready. The only thing I need to do is to draw the plackets on the neckline. I'll do it next time. I'll also show you how to make a pattern for the sleeve. That's all for today. My name is Irina Paukshte. Thank you. Goodbye.